Today's office is El Junque. So today we're here in Junque and I'm going to share you tips on how to manage your anxiety. My name's Lele. Thank you for being here and let's get into it. In this channel, we talk about meditation, self-growth, and everything that has to do with enlightenment. Join me while I'm doing my walking meditation and I share you tips of how to manage your anxiety. And no, your anxiety is not going to go away by going to Goodwill and spending your money. I did brought a 20 with me, so as usual, this is about manifestation and self-growth. I'm so excited to be here today. I had a very nice day today at the Junque and a lot of talks with myself, a lot of asking myself what direction I want this video to go to today. And I feel like I achieved it because this is exactly what I've been through before, and the method that I'm going to speak to you about in this video, I've worked with them personally and it has helped me like guide myself through this journey in a positive way, the most positive way, because we're already going through bad stuff like around us, not necessarily to us, but around us. We're not in control of what happens, you know, around us, but we do have control of our mentality and what where we physically can see, and you know and honestly, I just feel like this video is going to inspire you to think a little bit less anxious and believe a little bit more in yourself. So don't go anywhere. Welcome to Lele's and let's get into it. I'm going to share with you right now a perspective. Ancient thoughts don't have the same emotional alignment or creative power as intentional desires. Anxiety is a creative nervous system trying to keep you safe. It's a biological survival mechanism. It's a biological survival mechanism, not a comic order form. So it's not written down that you have to always think negative. You can literally train your mind to not be thinking that outcome instead of thinking this. So don't be thinking that if you're very stressful and you're going at it and you really have been thinking it's not possible, don't think that your manifestation is not going to happen, because you can instantly switch that thought at in this moment and make it happen. If you have an anxiety attack, you can try this new method that I've been trying myself and it has helped me a lot. If I get a lot of anxiety if I go to a place that is very crowded and if there's a lot of people. So if I'm feeling overwhelmed and I have anxiety, I start counting down to 5. And that helps me to be cautious of what I'm seeing, of what I'm feeling, of what, how can I come back to myself in a certain way. And I want you to try that and let me know if it works somehow for you. And it's just like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you touch your heart or hug yourself, that also can help as well. Nobody's watching you, so you might as well can try it. So many people push you that you have to stay positive, that you have to be with these positive vibes, but honestly, that is very unrealistic. because most people are going through something. And the better way to manage your anxiety is to pause for a second, acknowledge what's going wrong, and see how you can do it differently from now on. To manifest, it doesn't require you to be happy 24/7. It requires to be regulated at a regulated nervous system who feels safe. When your body feels safe, it's easier for you to attract what you want. And I assure you, if you really are watching this video and you feel inside that this message is what might be for you, believe it, honey, because everything is done for a purpose. I am doing these videos with a purpose. I just love learning more about tips and tricks that can help you, because I know we're human and we're not perfect and we're constantly growing and learning. A way to make your manifestation work a little faster is, if you're thinking the worst case of a scenario first, sit down, write it down in a piece of paper, and you can write down everything that you're thinking. Oh, this can happen, this can happen. If you're going on a trip and you feel like there's going to be a terrible storm, write it down, put it in there, think of the worst things. And on the next page, you're going to put on the possible things that can happen. Oh my gosh, we went to this museum and we saw this painting. It was amazing. And we also ate some ice cream and we went, you know, like, try, instead of like focusing on what can go wrong, and switch it up to what can go right. Because we start thinking of the worst things that it can happen, and we stay in that state of mind. So if you try this new method, that, and believe me, if you try writing it down, then your mind is going to do it automatically. So that's why I recommend you to do it in a piece of paper first, and then you can try do it mentally. So you write down first the possible things the bad things that can happen, and then write the things that good and that can happen also. I'm going to share with you something I have written down that also explains a little bit further about anxiety and excitement. Anxiety and excitement are almost identical physical response in the body. Increases your heart rate, shallow breathing gives you butterflies in your stomach, and the only difference is the mental state that we attract to it. So next time the nervous says out, like, so next time that you're feeling like you're having an anxiety attack, start saying out loud. If you're alone, you can start saying out loud, I'm feeling anxious, I'm having a panic attack. Start acknowledging it and count down to 5. Once you do your countdown, you can start by seeing, smelling, and then tasting something or touching something, what do you have around you, and that's going to help you come back to yourself. Believe me, I've been there too. I get scared for some reason when I'm in rooms with multiple people, and if we have to speak in front of multiple people, I have to work on that because I get a little bit of stage fright. But I feel like if I'm able to master, like keep practicing on it, I'm able to master it. Anybody is able to do anything. You just have to put your mind into it. You see this big tree right here? Imagine this is you, and this is me. So, this tree, so many people pass by it every single day, and nobody notices it. Nobody knows that this tree is right here because nobody's stopping and being like, oh, yeah, this tree. So, that's basically life.
You don't have to always pay attention what people think of you. And meditation works the same way. All those negative thoughts that come to your mind, you have to try to find a way to shut them off. Yeah, literally, shut them off. And by that I mean, when you receive a negative thought, just start by saying no. Exactly the way how when you see things that don't go the right way, that's how in real life, that's how you're going to do it in your mind. You're going to be like, that's not how the way I really feel. And you're going to change that mind of thought, that you're going to change that train of thought to a better one. You don't have to believe every story that your mind is telling you. That's the trick. Your mind is trying to tell you these negative things to see how you're going to act to it. So, what are you going to do? You're going to say no. Believe me, once you shut off those negative thoughts and you know how to master it, there's no way of going back to how you were before. And that's when you start seeing the life that you always dreamed of and that you always wanted to manifest. A big important thing is to not tell people usually what your plan is and what you want to do in the future until it's done. That is also very important. And now it started raining, so I have to head home. Thank you for watching. This is just a short video of tips of how to work on your meditation and anxiety. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. My name's Lele. Bye bye.